Good morning. Welcome to the Overtime Chatter. Today is July the 26th, 2023. I'm here with you this morning to recap Love and Hip Hop. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, seasons 11, episode 7. Sorry, not sorry. Good morning, everybody. I hope you got your coffee and everything. I'm ready to run out here this morning. I gotta go do dialysis this morning. Dialysis. Oh, somebody, please, if you can hear me, give me a kidney. Please give me a kidney. I hate dialysis. Anyway, you don't want to hear about my problems. The scene begins with was left off last week with Sierra and Scrappy arguing at an event, and they got a little pushy and um they arguing and everything, and they arguing over each other. And when people argue, you don't get pieces. You hear this one call this one a bitch, and then she say you. Then you hear who you calling a bitch, and it's just a bunch of arguing. So, um, then you hear if I'm a bitch, I'm a rich bitch. Just a bunch of arguing. And y'all know that she's arguing about how Bambi. Sierra's arguing with Bambi about how their relationship, Scrappy's and Bambi's relationship is, and their marriage and the divorce and the kids and what he don't do. You know, when you in an argument with somebody you used to go with, or y'all not getting along, and now when you was great in the beginning, because that's what you was telling your friends and your family and shit, and now that y'all in a bad space, you tell them the bad shit about the person. No, he don't pay bills, he don't watch the kids, she don't wash the dishes, she won't cook dinner, you know, that type of shit, and I'm tired of talking about it. So then we have Spice being upset because she's having another hernia. She has another hernia, and she said that hernia is because, she says because um when they did something to her stomach, which I think was some kind of bypass or BBL, some type of shit, some cosmetic that left a hole in her stomach. So it's, so that caused her to have a hernia, and they got to remove something that's inside her. I guess they're draining tube or something, and they got to remove this new hernia. So she's upset about that. So anyway, Jessica White, the model, the real skin, she looked real skinny on TV. She looks skinnier than I think I do. Jessica does a spa day for the ladies, and I see Yandy, Ambi, Bambi, Sierra, of course, is late. There's Erica Menez is there also, and when Sierra come in, she's sitting around like, oh, what is this? I don't know. This look like some Manu Lani. When they said a yoga thing, I didn't think it was gonna be this. So anyway, what it is a sound bath, and I've not experienced one, but I've heard somebody play the bowls and passing like in a store that health spiritual store I went to. And it is, if you pay attention and relax, it's kind of tranquil. Just a little bit of sounds, a little tune that I had you jacked up. Anyway, I ain't feeling good. So anyway, Sierra late, and then why you could look in Jandy's face and tell her she ain't getting it because she from Brooklyn and they don't do that up there, so they not receiving it. So after they do the sound bath, then there's something to drink. Now I thought it was a yoga spa day, and I guess their yoga is not going to be using their body because they get ready to drink champagne. So while they drinking or whatever drinks they have, and Brandy start talking about Mama D with the Scrappy and that Brandy started talking about their problems again. And Sierra tell her that he went off on her. They was arguing and this and that. Well, anyway, I would tell you this. First thing, when Erica and Sierra, when she told y'all was gonna see Scrappy there, not to say nothing to them. So y'all said something to him. It wasn't you that said something to him first, Sierra. It was Erica. Y'all just should have kept walking and you didn't. So you get what you get. So they started talking about Mama D was out there and she was arguing too, and at the argument at this function, and you hear Mama D running her mouth, and you just hear a whole bunch of stuff. So she said, "I told you not to say nothing." So then they say something about Diamond being pregnant by Scrappy, there's a rumor, and it's got to be a rumor because if it was true, by now them YouTuber people who really, digging this shit and they loving hip hop fans, somebody found a picture of her ass and been done posted it, so it can't be. I don't think she's pregnant, but it's funny to me when Bambi says, "Yeah, the emotional incest in that family is a lot," and I was like, "Emotional incest? That sounds nasty as fuck." So anyway, they was talking about Jasmine's reveal party to reveal her baby. That Safari and Jessica was talking. Jessica White, the one that's doing the function, and she was flirting with old boy, and she didn't nobody nobody cared for it. So who told her? It was a girl that told her. I can't remember the girl name, but the girl that told her said that they was flirting, and you seen her shaking his hand or reading his palm or something. But Jessica said, "I'm real touchy with everybody," and you know, who jumped in? Somebody jumped in. I think it was Jessica jumped in, telling her that she got a lot of sexiness, so it could be alluded that she flirting. But she's nice. She's just friendly. She was talking to him, and she did everything Jessica said she said. She said, "I let him know that I knew who his wife was." Because Erica Mendez wasn't feeling that shit. She was like, "I heard you was flirting with him." And she said, she told her the conversation. She said, "You don't think that was flirting?" And she was like, "No, just who I am." You know what I'm saying? And I'm with her. I can have a conversation in the man, and it could be a little bit flirtatious, maybe some parts of it. But first of all, I ain't gonna flirt with your ass now unless I'm attracted to you. Cause if you coming on to me and I ain't feeling you, I'm not gonna be mean to you, but I'm not gonna give you that energy. Some niggas can't read the room, so I get it so they can read it. For when it comes down to, can I have your number, blah blah. I know how to put a cash to that. Shit, I'll even lie. Yep, I'm saying I got a boyfriend or something, but I'll talk to you, you ugly, fine, or whatever. But I'm like Jessica when she said trust and believe. When I'm trying to flirt with a nigga, he gonna know about it. You won't be no was I. It will be confirmed. Um, and why man Erica kids? Land is small. Everybody gonna date everybody. Once your kid, he been with everybody. He been with people that she know already. So I don't see what the big deal was about. So, he then starts talking about Rashida. No, tells so Rashida. You see Rashida and Yandy break off, and Yandy start telling about her issues. About being a mom and blah 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 and all that type of shit. So she says, "Yeah, it's tripping in my house now because I'm a little worried about Mendeezy because he had the interview and he said he showed the drug people that his drug distributors where the fuck his mama live as collateral for him getting drugs for them on loan because he didn't. I don't think he gave up money. So they wanted to know, okay, you take out drugs and you ain't paying for none of this shit. We want to know where we can compensate our losses if we have to. So he showed her where the mama lived. So he said she real upset about that. And he was talking to Yandy, and he was talking to his son. That son is attractive child. If I was, he probably wouldn't pay me no attention because he got his hair longer than mine. And he seen, I don't know. I just when he mess with me, but ooh, child. Ooh, child, y'all already know. I had that hair like, anyway, let's get back to this. So anyway, she's talking about, he telling his truth, not to hurt his mother, but to reckon with the things that he's done. He's trying to tell you I came from nothing and I did some shit I shouldn't have did. And if I had done it the right way, I wouldn't have did no jail time. Yeah, you looking at my life and I look like I got shit, but I got shit starting the wrong way. I had to learn, and know that I could do better than selling drugs. So anyway, he said that the interview was twisted or whatever, but to me it wasn't twisted. It was like, it's how it is. It's how you experience your life. It's your life experience. It's not nobody else's to tell. So, and so anyway, let's get back to me saying this. Plus, I don't think that Yandy really like Judy because she called her Judy. And I think it's cool. I don't call my mother-in-law by her first name. Well, she's my ex-mother-in-law, but she was my mother-in-law for 20-something years, 30, I'd say 30 years. And so I call her mom, but she called her Judy. If I had to call my mother-in-law by her first name, I would address it with a Miss Roski. You know, I would say it with a miss. I wouldn't just, I'll be like, don't call my mom just Judy. Only I can do that shit. So anyway, they still at the spa, and you got aim. It's the only way they get to break up in groups. That's on my paper down there. They get to break up. They get to break up in groups, and even now I thought they was gonna do yoga. They didn't. Amy and Sierra, they went to do Amy, Sierra, and Ambi, they went to do the oxygen shit, some kind of oxygen therapy, and it looked like Amy, Sierra went and did like some kind of like stretches. Well, anyway, they all were talking, and in the oxygen room, Jessica's still talking about, you know, my fibroids, and Erica says she got fibroids, and she tells her medical problems and how she want to have kids, and she says she's sick. She's so tired of being sick, and so they all talk about fibroids, and Erica tells her that, you know, it's gonna be okay to hang in there. Don't take out your ovaries and stuff. It's gonna be okay. And, you know, Jessica said, I'm just tired of feeling ill, yo. So Erica tells us, hey, you know, I'm just going to tell you why they were leaving, that, you know, you need to put a cap on some of that sexiness because it can be viewed as flirting in Atlanta. So they kind of laughed that shit off, but I'm glad that they're all right. So anyway, we see Mendeezy and them flown to New York to talk to Judy. And so he meet her, and he don't go to her house. They meet out. Why they ain't at the house? I would say, come to my house and bring me something to eat. Shit, the weather looked terrible there. They was wearing coats and stuff. So anyway, you know, he tell Mindy, she meets up with her, and he's telling us before she comes. He telling the truth, and he hate that he hurt her, and he don't want her to be mad. He want her to be okay. He never ever wants to hurt her, and you know, he meets with her. And this incident that Mendeezy talking about has been over like 20 years. And she says, what did she say to him? She said, you know, it's just a shock to me. You know, like I ain't do nothing. And, you know, there were some things we had to do, but I tried to keep my 4 kids. Anyway, this is my issue. Fuck you, Judy. I'm for real. He trying to tell you the truth. He said he did that shit so that he could, hold on, somebody. Oh. He said he telling this. He telling his truth at the interview. He working on fixing and forgiving the past. And you seem to have a problem with that. And I don't understand. That's what he experienced. And for some strange reason, you don't think you wasn't shit. Mothers make me sick with that. If you did the best you could do, that's the best you could do, Judy. Tell him that's the best that I could do. But if the best you could do, gave him a fucked up experience, then that's just what happened. You know you was out there, you know, I don't know your story, because Mendeezy, or I haven't heard the things that you've done. I just know you ain't raised your kids. And he felt like he had to take care of the whole family. And he's telling you, I put you up. I ain't really know the ramifications of it. All I know is I need to get my hand on this shit so we can get out of this shit. And he said, I help everybody. You can always come to me. And that's weird because it shouldn't have been that she could always, the mom could always go to the son. It could have been that he could have came to her. And he couldn't come to her then. And he still can't come to her now because she won't accept honesty. She always get mad and upset when some shit come out about her. But you need to deal, Miss Judy, what the fuck you did in your life. Listen, I've been with my kids all their lives, except I left them for 2 years. And I left them for 2 years to go make money because my husband wanted to get out of the army. Did you hear what I said? He wanted to get out of the army. They didn't kick him out. He wanted to get out of the army, and he knew what our financial situation was. And I was offered a 6-figure job like like instant money, like 30 days, bam, you get a bonus. You stay another year, bam, you get double the bonus. You get 6 months, you go trip, and it was just some bullshit. But I went, but I didn't want to leave my kids. But I know that ramification of leaving my kids has come back to bite me, because when I came back home after them 2 years of making money and spoiling everybody, like, I don't care if you click on the link and send it to me, it was getting paid for. I was away from my kids, and I lost 2 years time. So I feel bad about that, and I didn't do half the shit I think that you did. So get used to that shit. Just adjust to what was going on, because that's the truth. He's not gonna change. You wasn't at the house baking cookies and shit, helping with homework, vacuuming, going to school plays and shit, taking them to soccer and football practice and basketball practice. You did none of that shit. You did opposite shit. And it affect John, probably not just Mendeezy, all your children. So get your shit together, Judy. Get off your high horses. You ain't do shit. And what you did, you seem like you did it for your kid. And I'm saying I don't know what you did. I just know what your son spirit and his heart is feeling for you, which is love, and that you gotta face your shit, and you gonna be all this shit that you is combobulated until you do. So anyway, let me get off of that. Get off of Miss Judy. And I'm gonna say this: I don't think Yandy like. I don't know. Yandy don't like her. So anyway, Carrie calls Sierra, and he invites Amy and all the ladies to his video shoot, because he want to talk really about what happened talk to Sierra about what happened between her and Scrappy. So, I noticed Erica Banks pat her head this shit here. I guess that means my daughter says doesn't mean your head be itching. Everybody do that. So anyway, Sierra beats Chaotic to it, and she pulls him to the side, and she said, "Oh, that shit that you did, it was so wrong. You shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have did this, and you should have jumped in." And you hear him call me, and didn't you hear me push him? And Carol was like, "Well, damn. If I could talk to you, can I talk?" No, because she kept talking over him. But what he did manage to say is that I'm not your knight in shining armor. She heard that shit, and she was like, "Oh, because he ain't having sex with me, you don't feel like you got to protect me." He was like, "No, I ain't say that. What I'm telling you is I'm not your shining armor." He said, "I wasn't the only man. I wasn't the only motherfucker out there. With other people. So why you got to be chaotic? That get scrappy. I walked in between y'all. I told y'all to stop." And it's true. He said, "I told y'all to stop. I tried to break it up." He said, "I'm about to get fucked up for jumping in no fight that don't got nothing to do with me, because it don't. I just got two friends that's arguing, and I ain't finna go to jail on some bullshit. So do what you do." And I don't blame him. So anyway, Sierra don't like his response, so she start hugging the ladies and said she gonna leave. Then Amy chime in, "Oh, this princess treatment, this, that. You you should have did this, you should have done that." And then her energy is off, so she wound up walking away and leaving. So that's that. And then who's left is Amy. So that's it. No, Amy leave and Sierra leave. So anyway, after everybody leave, here comes Scrappy. Scrappy's like, "What's up, y'all? Coming to the video shoot, chaotic video shoot." And then Chaotic said, "Oh, you just missed it. What happened a few minutes ago? Me and this one got into it, and I told them, it's like you asking me to pull a lion and a wildebeest apart. I'm not finna do that shit, dog." So anyway, he said, "I didn't." So Scrappy said his part. "I didn't touch her. I didn't push her. I didn't say this. She did this first, and blah, blah, blah." That's what I'm saying. Listen to that arguing shit. So he ain't sorry. He's like, "I ain't do nothing to her. As long as I ain't put my paws on her, she all right." I'm sure he wanted to. He probably wouldn't want nobody around. He said, "I ain't put my paws on her. As long as I ain't hit her, she cool. And she should mind her damn business." And that is exactly right. Mind your damn business. It's your girl. Mind your damn business. This don't got nothing to do with you, Sierra. Nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with Erica. All of y'all got fucked up ass relationships. You're not a good example of what a relationship supposed to look like. And surely Erica Mendeezy is not a good objective of what a relationship is supposed to be like. Because all y'all was in the same shit, arguing, fighting, and fussing. her with Cherie, you with all of them. Your first husband, the dude named Eric, he just trying to leave or broke up with a divorce. So shut the fuck up and y'all sit down and just listen to let Bambi talk. And girl, yeah, what, girl, niggas ain't shit. That's all you gotta do. And then when you see Scrappy, what's up, Scrappy? Just keep on walking, cause it's none of your fucking business. So with that, we see, pretty much Scrappy says, Sierra, when you see me, stay the fuck out my face. So anyway, we see Yandy and Rashida. And Rashida, they talk about how every time you see them, they start talking about their enslaved days. All these bitches got money. Oh girl. Yeah, making what she say? Not enchiladas, but crepes and sweeping the floor. And then Rashida said, girl, I got one for you. How about sticking your hand in a clogged toilet? Not without a glove on it, but Jenny said, no, I don't do that. And I was like, she don't have to either. She could call a fucking plumber. So anyway, we come back to Spice, and she in the restaurant, and she's meeting with, she come in the restaurant with Yandy and Rashida are. And she tells the girls that she weighing on her face. Girl, what's the matter? She lied, say nothing. Excuse me, but it's something wrong. She told me that she got a hole in her stomach, she got a hernia, and she needed repair, and she's frightened because, she thinks she's going to die early. And they say, no, don't say that. You got to be positive. So while they sitting there talking, Spice's daughter calling from the island. I don't know what island. Let me drink me some drink. I'm not sure what island, but her daughter called her and showed her face. And her eyes swollen, like she been in a fight, but she got bruised on her face or whatever. So she said, I got this, Mom, and this and that. And Spice started going on, oh my God, I got to go get the flight right away. Excuse me, Lady Scoop, get out the booth, get out the way. So she out there talking to somebody outside. Where's the car? Where's the car? Where's the car? Oh my God, can you take her? And she's looking at her book. Can you take her to the emergency room? And she just falls to the ground. Every day is something. Every day is something. Every day. Yes, every day is something. Now, this was the end of this episode. But I have to say something. I have to say, why the fuck your kids is not with you? That big, beautiful house you got across the street from Carly. Why the fuck your kids don't live with you? I thought everything you was doing is for your kids to be with you. Why is your kids, and she ain't little, that's somebody you can go to school, she can come in the house, let stuff in and out. I think you got like 3 kids, and you don't got your kids with you. So anyway, why the fuck is she calling you? Why do you, calling you, find you the mama. Well, why the fuck are you telling the person that's taking care of her, why you got to tell them to take her to the emergency room? See, that alone would make me go get my goddamn kids. I was like, she looking like, why is she fucking calling me from the islands? And I got to catch a flight to see you, but whoever's with you is in the same house, can see your face like I can see your face. Why the fuck is you not calling me from the emergency room? Go get your kids, girl. Raise your children. See, that's what I'm saying. I hate people that do this. Oh, I'm doing it for my kids. No, and as soon as you can get a way to get them, you don't. Because I don't see why you don't have them. Because I thought you were talking about some little-ass kids. Them kids ain't little. And you have been on Love and Hip Hop, whichever one, Florida, I don't know, Miami, long enough that you should have your kids. When you first came on the show, that was your objective. To get my kids and have a place with my kids and my kids and my kids. And then you got them Spice and you not doing shit. You just talking shit. That's it. So with that, I'm going to leave this episode alone till next week. And that was it. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Okay, people, you could have been anywhere in this world, but you're here with me. And I love that. They're here with me. Let me get my head together to go to dialysis. I'm telling y'all, this shit, if somebody in here has renal failure and they take dialysis weekly, Please leave me a comment. I don't even want to hear about this goddamn episode. I mean, you can tell me about the episode if you want. Please leave a comment on my commentary. What you like, what you didn't like, who you like, whatever. I'll respond to it. Because, like I told you, I've said it on every episode, I really don't have no friends. And I'm cool with that shit. A lot of people ain't. But, you know, sometimes I get a little bit lonely. But this renal failure shit is getting on my nerves. I got a graft in this arm. You can't really, let me see if you can see. Look how fucked up they made my arm. Oh my God, it's so nasty. It's nasty. And I got a little doohickey over here. This shit is some bullshit. I don't think, when I went to the hospital yesterday, I pretty much told them, dude, I don't want to do dialysis. I want to get the fuck off. I mean, you know, I heard heaven was great. Or that's what I believe, because I'm living in some... It ain't bad down here. I love my family and shit. I love my grandbabies. I can love them better from heaven. I'm just sick of being up in here. So I got to get my mind right, because I got to go sit in this chair for an hour. But I will be back, because I need to recap the Real Housewives of Atlanta and the OC. So anyway, have a good day. And I'm sorry I'm leaving on such a shitty note, but it's an honest note. Just not looking forward to going to dialysis today. Well, anyway, wherever you are, thanks for being here with me. And I love you guys. Bye.